What's up, guys? So I'm going outside. It says 29 on the computer, but it don't feel like it. But we're gonna go out here. I need to check on the Tahoe. So haven't been in here in about a month. Haven't started it. Haven't done anything. It's been really cold. So I'm gonna go ahead and. All right, well, that's a good sign. I heard the door locks. I'm gonna check the voltage on the system back here by this headway. This is after having sit for a long time without any attention. Oh wow, it's showing 10 volts right there, but I don't know how accurate that thing is. Let me get my shit. Where's my voltmeter at? I'm gonna have to use my hand to do this stuff. All right, I got my leads and I got the thing turned on. I'm gonna use the amplifier's connection because I can do this with one hand. Just confirm. Well, it don't matter. If I get it backwards, it'll just show a negative number. Let's see what we got here. All right. Yep. That is showing 10.18. So I'd say that's pretty accurate. Now, we know where the voltage sits. The question is, will it start? Y'all want to place your bets? And it is cold. You can see the frost on everything. I'm going to turn the key on. Let's see what that little gauge down there says when it gets to on button. Showing 9.5. So 9.5 volts. I shot right back up to 14.3. But it started right up, and that's because there's a whole lot of amperage. That's what makes a difference, you know. When you got lots of amperage, you can make up for the lack of voltage. That thing sounds so good. Yeah, I hadn't been driving because I can't afford to put gas in anything. So it's been sitting, I guess, for a month. I don't know, maybe month and a half. Sad situation. All right, I'm gonna do a little experiment while I'm out here letting the truck charge. I have two different tunes that I'm gonna play for you guys. The first one is with everything's gonna be the same on both tunes except for one detail. The first tune, I'm gonna have the mids and the doors crossed over at 400 hertz. They're gonna cut off, and then these guys up here are gonna take over at 400 hertz and up. On the second one I'm gonna play for you, these guys down here are gonna play up to 1000 hertz, and then these are gonna take over from 1000 hertz and up. So here's tune 1 to start with. This is the 400 hertz cut point, crossover point. Alright, so we're going to play the same track again, this time with 1,000 hertz crossover. Personally, I think the 1,000 hertz crossover sounds better. Having a little bit more of the upper mids coming from the two larger diameter drivers give it a warmer sound. But I don't know how the audio is going to come over, you know, camera, but that's what I'm hearing. And I guess it depends on the music, because sometimes if you have something that has, it depends on what you listen to, I guess. But personally, overall though, I think that the larger surface area mids have a more smooth sound and a little more fullness to them, and so that's what I try to run. The bulk of what my human ears are trained to hear, I try to run those through the mid drivers and not up into the little threes up there. They do a fine job of reproducing sound, but there's only so much a 3-inch driver can do. All right, guys, since I'm sitting a lot, I want to hook my my battery charger up to let it maintain my Tahoe, since I'm not driving very much. Let me get this plugged in. All right, so I got it hooked up to my bars on these, which connects to the entire system, and it's wanting me to select battery type. This charger right here will charge lithium as well. I remember how to do this. Okay, that's lead acid. Yeah, there we go. If you hit it again, it'll go to lithium. But there is lithium in the system, but it's getting buffered by the whole thing. So I'm going to charge it with lead acid settings. What it's going to do is it's going to limit the voltage to, you know, around high 13s, instead of trying to push it up to, you know, high 14s or mid to high 14s. So this little guy right here will, as it's charging right now, once it gets done, what it'll do is maintain. So it'll continue to maintain the charge, and I hope it doesn't mind being out here in the cold. I'm going to find somewhere to stick it up in there so I can get the hood shut and secure, because there's a lot of money under this hood, and I don't really want any of my vagrants to have a little copper score, you know what I'm saying? All right, now I got it set up over here out of the way of the motor. Got my wires running around behind my distribution block, pulled out right here, tucked in right here. There's nothing over here. And I did that so that if I need to, I can start the vehicle up without having to worry about anything getting into anything from inside the house. If I need to go somewhere or whatever, I can crank it up and let it warm up or whatever. The point is, there ain't no chance of no wires doing anything bad if I start the engine with it plugged in. So there's that. All right, so right now with it charging up there, we're reading 13 volts back here at the back, and we saw that this was pretty close to being accurate. So and it's coming up, so that's good. It's putting the charge on. The cool thing about having that charger up there is also if I want to come out here and sit in the Tahoe and mess around with the radio, as long as I'm not cranking it up, I can do that without starting it up. Have a little hiding spot out here where I can come out here and just chill with the music without having to burn gas, you know, that I don't have. So there's that. The bad thing is I'm in my wife's parking spot. She don't know about it yet. I'm probably going to be cleaning this guy up and selling it, but I ain't going to be able to sell it over the winter. I'll probably clean it up and sell it in the spring. I gotta, yeah. And I might be selling the subs out of the back of this thing too. Subs and possibly the amplifier, so, or the big one. So this guy here, the 7900.1, and these 4 subs, and all of which are basically like brand new. They murder. You guys are interested in that deal, that's what we're running back there. And this guy, there's 4 of those, and yeah, dual 2s. I don't know if y'all want to, if you're interested, you'll have to come pick them up because I'm not shipping those rascals. So you'll have to be in the Missouri area, but shoot me an offer. I need the money. It ain't you know, I got some other subs I can put in there that are less powerful and whatnot to have bass, but I gotta liquidate a little bit to keep the bills paid until things start to improve. So yeah, there you go, in a nutshell.